Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. So, a little birdie let me know that the patch is much better after this first 10 hours after the whole thing, and the server errors and crashing and issues were because of the Idrises and their bugs. So, in theory, sorry, I just totally noticed that this was a brand new loading screen. All right, here we are on the 0 to hero account. Good old matchstick. Just put back on our helmet here, so we don't forget. Now we are at 2 mil. I mean, we're technically above our, like, directly above our main account money now. So let's ask the in-game chat. Slightly unstable and fun to be around. Crazy statement. Hey, Sil. Good to see you, bud. We're back doing 0 to 0 shenanigans. We're just at 2 million. So, I'm hoping that things will be... Well, we don't have our ship, so... Starting off immediately with an 11k spend. Hey Sky, good to see you. Great to see you. All right, let's stop by the juice bar. Let's buy ourselves some stuff to go. They don't sell crews here, do they? They do not. They do not. I mean, we've got a burrito. We're actually okay on food. All right, so can't believe you misplaced your flying table like that. What? Oh, the raft. Okay. there was a moment that we playing the cargo with. Yeah, to start out with, just to kind of just see how it goes, right? I mean, we still have the MX. We can run combat. I thought that around this time we were going to start seeing the brand new Xenothreat missions, but you know, I've been a little out of the loop with everything, so I think they're probably going to come after Alien Week, right? So probably next week, maybe next Tuesday. But this is interesting. God, if we had a Golem Ox, that would be the perfect ship for this. Fly in completely stealthed. Oh, because we could totally do both these missions for an easy 500k and not even that much cargo running. We'll do that one at the very least. All right, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. This is not... Oh, man. This is our only ship with a cargo bay. We can't even get it particularly stealthy. I mean, we didn't ensure the size 1 guns. So we only have the size 3 guns. Cool. This could be spicy doing Hathor. The first one will be easy because the first one is going to be Hurston Hathor. Excuse you. That took a concerning amount of time. That took a very concerning amount of time. Hey Drift, good to see you, man. How have things been in my little away time? All right. So if we're going to Hathor, the best bet is probably to just maximize stealth. How stealthy do we get? We don't get super stealthy. We don't get super stealthy, I don't think. Yeah, 11k isn't like, it's not horrid bad. If I turn off the radar entirely, I mean, we are literally flying blind at that point, but that might be our best bet. And of course, they ping, they'll pick me up, but just ran. Oh, that's awesome, dude. How did it go? All right. So this should be fine. I really don't expect to run into any issues at the Aberdeen Hathor sites. But Atritus will be a different story. No, I mean, we have cash, so we can always go and work on a rough stealth build, right? But I mean, yeah, actually, like, that's kind of the best policy for a cargo runner. But at the very least, we don't need to get a stealth paint job, because we all know bright high-vis orange is the best paint job for stealth. So, like, we're already there. Yeah, so really, anyone I run into at Hathor, unless they are an absolute bob, will slaughter me if I'm in a raft. That is just the stat check of the ships, you know? It's Daymar camo. You did, yeah. Sorry, it's substance then. Like, we have the money to go and do it though. But I think with where we're at, yes, we are totally fucking blind. I think with where we're at power-wise, we should be okay, especially if I fly low. If I fly low and they don't have the Dead of Space as a background to me, and I don't boost to move a large trail, I should be okay. But flying in completely blind is going to suck. So maybe a stealth radar. But also, like, I kind of just want to just get in here and do this, right? Like, if we die, we lose nothing. So let's just see if we can't sneak a raft into Hathor. I'm really glad to hear that, Drift. That's really cool. Yeah, I am sorry for stepping away a bit the last, like, 2 weeks, week and a half. 2 weeks, yeah. was Friday that I took a break. I just need some time. I do want to get back and start doing more stuff again. It's just, you know how it be. I should probably at least explain to HP what's going on though, because I do feel bad. If there's Xeno threat and the Souls and Light, but whether or not they're going to keep rolling these forward, hold that content. So I was just thinking Xeno threat would be a fun thing to run on this account, right? To also like, hey, you know, if you get an event, you know, because that's a little bit different than how I perceived the like the refueling stuff, right? But honestly, they hold it back. That's probably best for the game. What? Ooh, is it gonna be nighttime as well? Nighttime might actually be worse for us. Then we won't have. No, it's not nighttime. Okay. I do want the brightness to help cover up our very bright ship and our very bright engines. All right, our heading. We're going to be heading 280, and we're going to give us a single scan pip if it will let us. Oh nope. All right. Actually, our radar's still turned off, so we're just going to accept this as it is. And we have a marker still until we get close, so we should be okay. Let's watch our altimeter as we're coming down through the clouds. We're gonna fly low and completely stealthed out. We're still dropping SIG, so hopefully somebody will think we are jumping out. All right, let's pray. I can't even ping through these clouds. This is terrifying. Come on, break the clouds, please. Oh, this is scary. 2.8. I am purely trusting my instruments right now. Here we go. All right, we are through the cloud layer. That's another thing that will help keep us safe, though. All right. Opinion on the hard to watch SEL? I'll be honest, I didn't really like. I couldn't sit through it today. I mean, maybe if things go horribly wrong, we'll watch it on stream. I know it's like 3 hours fucking long. I made it like 25 minutes, and then I'm like, all right, I'll watch a recap video or something. Like, it seemed to be a lot of faffing about with not a lot of actual answers. Like, they talked about the Idris stuff, but then I don't know. Are my textures broken again? Do I need to reset my shaders again? Alright, 6.5K on detection. Those people are pinging. All right, where is the freight elevator? Right there. I've never actually gone in the freight elevators here. Am I fucking blind, chat? Is that it? That is it, okay. Actually, decent view for our tractor beam. I need to get that flying was off for like a week and a half. Yeah, dude. Let's do it. What the fuck? Oh, I really hope my elevator's not broken and we're stranded here. All right, let's figure out if this stuff works. Not a very good sign. I may have been lied to about all this stuff being fixed. Aha! Okay, nope, I just needed to trust a bit. For me, it's very difficult to watch them admit all the problems we have are beyond their ability to repair. Ooh, they were just frustrated. My excuses looked like a table. Yeah, what was up with the fucking table? Like, can I just say that? Like, okay, if they were remodeling or something, I wish they would have just said that. Them kind of just not even addressing it kind of almost felt like performative. Like, here we are at our shabby table, the entire set torn up. If I can just do this fully stealthed out and not even the AI know we're here. Let me make sure it's actually coming up with what we need. Yep, all right. Now, I pray to God our fucking elevator isn't broken. This is a headhunter mission in Stanton. Illegal cargo freight. Okay, they aren't seeing us just yet. I think our elevator's working. Okay, I mean, it still feels weird. It feels really weird. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, right? No, I mean, I've seen them. I've never done them before. Okay, so we probably actually do need to power on that one thing with the ship. Hello, kitten. Let's take the Jeffrey Tube. So this is cool. You know, and hey, I gotta call out. Hey, gotta call out ladders and sources. Also, I gotta call out. You know, I did criticize the Tilui and the Raelian for not having additional ways into the ship. The raft has that same problem, but at least you could, like, in theory, like crawl up the side of it. And let's see. Okay, there we go. You know what? That's fine. So, like, when I say performative, that doesn't necessarily mean bad, but also, like, it really did feel like they were doing it for that, and I guess they were. And so, Kitty, you can't be right here. Oh, baby, you have a bed. You have a bed right there. That's just for you. Go to your bed. Go to your bed. You can't lay on my mouse pad. I need this. I need this, baby. Baby, you have a bed. Stay in your bed. You can hang out with me. You can. Just stay in your bed, buddy. Here, I can even get you on camera if you want, buddy. There we go. Alright, that took us probably longer than it should have. I love how Headhunters is having us go to this dangerous path site for frickin' hydrogen. Like, the most abundant resource in the entire fucking universe. Nope, we need this shit. It's the boxes, really, that are worth it, right? They don't want to buy more SCU containers. Baby. No, you can't be on my mouse pad. My cat is a terrorist. He's fighting me so hard. He just unplugged my mouse. There we go. Or wait, target lots? How did you do that? How did you manage that, Cat? All right. Thought we had a decent one, but we might need to check visually from the ship if I left one behind. I don't want to get out again. There wasn't that much cargo, so okay. It's their hydro, no one else's. It's about the principle. And I know performative is said in a bad way, and I kind of said it in a bad way, but like, at that point, it's factual, but I don't really mean to be mean. I just don't think anyone felt good about 4-8, right? And like, while on the whole, I agree with their sentiment that it wasn't worse than 318, right? Okay, yep, that was all of it. All right, so let's exfil now. Let's get away from the path. Now, I thought I needed to collect from multiple locations. That's another path site. I don't see the OLP that way. I just want to get some distance while we still have this cloud cover. So I feel like I'm going right where the hole is. I don't spend a whole lot of time. Yeah, look there, and that one's open. Oh, the looter in me. The looter pooter in me kind of wants to just do a little quick little flyby of that. There's a wrecked ship on the pad. A wrecked, there's an arrow, okay. That's a weird place for an arrow to be. I don't like that. We don't have scanners to actually check things out, but I do not like how that arrow was right there looking at the loot. Either it's a scaver or it's somebody who landed right there to come help their friend who actually had a cargo ship, or they only cared about the rare armors and stuff. Let's get back under this cloud cover a ways. Definitely more than 6 point some K out. That tractor beam is giving us another like 2.4K. Let's really quick go turn that off. We need all the fucking stealth we can get here, because we, as much as I would love to say that we can skill the gap, that is just not really a thing in master modes. You do need to have the right ship for the right job. All right. Now this cloud cover should be relatively safe for us. So there we go. That should be a relatively safe flight path. Contracts. Yeah, Lamina path 2. Now I thought we also had a mission for Atreides. Did that not pick up? No, it did. Okay, so we can get... No. What? No, while we're here, we should do this. I could have sworn that it said Atreides, and now it says Ruptura again. So we actually got to go back in. And I'm worried that was the very same site where we saw that arrow, because that's directly behind us. but I'm glad I checked, because that's gonna help us maximize this payday here. Like, I understand that Star Citizen is a very, very, very complex game. Like, the fact that, you know, updating how one part of one ship works and crash an entire server, though, to me, not being super knowledgeable, like I do know a bit of programming. I did work as a software dev for a non-software company, just doing sort of in-house applications for a law firm for about 2 years. I didn't like it that much. I like my current job a lot more, but it was not the same one. But there's a fucking Polaris right there, and I don't think it's a stretch at all to say that this game has a lot of tech debt, built up over the years. But the fact that spawning in a single ship could, in theory, crash the entire shard, it's just not super great to hear. I'm not saying I could have done better. I absolutely could not have. I want to clarify that. Just I don't know. I feel like there's some weird interactions with how that stuff is talking. Also, Star Citizen and how there's containers and how ships are moving entities that can move through space and that you can walk upon them in real time, and they aren't just, you know, your standard vehicle which moves your player controller, right? So maybe it's not as I make it out. That's a locked up, buttoned up Polaris with a modern loadout. Those are M cannons on top. Actually, no, that could be stock for the Polaris now I think about it. I see NPCs on the ground. Our freight elevator's right there. Directly off the nose of this guy, but it's buttoned up, so either he's running it, looting it. But I don't think he's doing what we're doing. If he is here, I'm not even convinced he's here. Not a super great angle for the tractor beam. There we go, much better. That being said, guys, like, not to inject hopium back in, right? We've all been here. We all can agree this patch is just terrible, right? Like, I'm still hoping that things will work a lot better right now. And so it likes doing that. It likes me closing it out. But let's make no mistake. Star Citizen is still, in my opinion at least, the greatest space game ever made. Just straight up. Like, I was looking at Elite Dangerous again. So I'm like, maybe, hey, I haven't played that game since 2015. Maybe I should give it a try. And I still might play it for the flight side of it. For everything else, man, all right, we have our cargo. Let's get back to the top deck. Let's hope they don't start throwing grenades. I think the raft needs a name, chat. The first ship we bought with real money. The Guardian MX doesn't really need a name, right? Because it's a fighter. But I think the raft needs a name. Honestly, this is all going to the same place. I actually can mix them. Come on, slip back in there. There we go. Our cargo loading is not being super optimal right now, but I think we have enough just spare space. But this shouldn't matter. Cover up our window, because who needs things like vitamin D in space? Okay, we're definitely over by one. Yeah, my cargo loading job sucked. This is what you get when you hire a fighter pilot to load cargo. This does not look lined up at all. Alright. And that should be everything. We'll give it another cursory check. Down the Jeffries tube. And we're off the ladder this time without getting right back on it. Yes. Yes. All right. Yep, that is a empty and cleared out thing. Let's once again power off this tractor beam, give us some engine power, and get the heck out of Dodge. Perfect. All right. Name Hull, Hull or nothing. HON. So I call it Hun. This is kind of a little fun mission right here. You know, there's the threat of fuckery. Oh, I went to nav mode way too early. Oh God. All right, we got a little bit of a jump now. Great expectations. Yeah, we misaligned that cargo something fierce. That's okay. We have way more capacity than we need, so we don't need to be perfect here. That'll be another $500,000 right there. And I wonder if these missions level up and anything otherwise that is interesting. As much as I do absolutely adore this ship, though, like, I mean, obviously it's cheaper. It's a lot cheaper than Aurelian, but the Aurelian does just, like, genuinely outstat it in every category. Like, not that I'm an expert on the service matter, but I think the Aurelian also outstats the whole B. Which I think is a good thing. it'll be kind of nice to see some alien ships be best in slot and not in combat. So you just sort of start seeing them a little bit more in the verse. I still think the verse still feels quite lonely when you aren't going to the hotspots. Here we are talking about how bad the game is right now, and here I am hoping for larger player counts. Listen, this is another reason why I am not thrilled for instancing. Is just one thing that is more things to cut people up in an already pretty lonely universe for an MMO, right? Obviously player counts will rise and stuff, and if they don't go overboard, it will be fine. It really will be. It might be better, honestly. And I think that's what everyone's hoping for. It's just, I feel like, especially with CIG, it's good to have a healthy skepticism when it comes to the balancing of things when they first come out. And I really hope they don't just go overboard and make out like everything instanced. Not saying they will, not saying they said they will. Just it is very CIG to go overboard in the new feature. That being said, just criticize the Lonely Universe. We're gonna want to be very careful here. We are at Daymar. We have all the cargo on our ship right fucking now. Like, look, Ruptura was easy mode. Ruptura was safe. This is Lamina. This is Bayside Daymar Lamina. So we need to instantly drop out of nav. Let that signature drop. We're gonna plummet down to the surface now. Pray we come in undetected. And we got no early warning for ourselves. We have no radar on. At this point, we are safe for people who are actually on the site, and by the time we get there, we should be right back down to our 6. Normally, whenever I fly into Hathor, I am super excited. I am ready to rock and roll. I want to see as many people as possible. I want to get in some fights. Right now, I hope that there is peace in the sands of Daymar, so I can collect my cargo and get the fuck out. It is good to be back, though. This is honestly one of my main stomping grounds, where I got some of my most fun in this game. Was at Daymar Hathor. I really like Hathor. We're getting fancy. I know we've had this conversation several times. Still. And they'll probably get there. It's just, man, it's gonna suck that, like, let's say we get instancing in the next 2 major patches. I don't want every new content for the rest of the year to be instance content. I still stand by, so much of the soul of this game is in the fact that it's an open shared universe. All right. I think I see it. Yep, it's right there. That's a good angle for the tractor beam. Here we go. Let's try and move quick here. Oh my god! Well, that's a Tiburon. And he got me. He got just me. Ah, well, there goes, man, I didn't think he was hitting us. There's some splash damage on the Tiburon. And we're back in Pyro. I can't even go to contest him. Damn, I thought we would have snuck in. We had no way of testing. So, you know, that's our own fault for not going with it with the stealth build, so we can still power our radar to see something. But man, out of curiosity, let me pull something up here. Let's open it. Let's just push you over here. Oh my god. Let's see. Okay. It's not what I thought it might have been. Well, that's disappointing, but it's okay. You know what? We took the risk. We took the risk. I like Hathor. Hathor is an open PvP zone. That's totally valid. Especially if his guys are doing something. We couldn't really scout it out. We tried our best to just sneak on and slip in there. I don't know if we just got spotted or if they were actually just in the area. Like I said, we were basically flying in blind, hoping that someone wouldn't see us. So that's how it happens. That's how it goes. Does kind of suck being punched back over into Pyro though. So I was actually enjoying that. That was like, yeah, we didn't make any money, but that was cool. That was a very cool mission that like blended trying to make money with the content I liked. Now, literally there was nothing we could have done, even if we got back into our ship at that point. Aside from just try and get outside of his 1K in range. Cool, all right. So we need a brand new game plan. We could get back to Stanton with the respawn shenanigans. Or we could just run stuff in here. I mean, Pyro stuff is definitely safer than Hathor. Just 110%. Either way, these are Dunyan rings. We're not gonna complete that now. There's not a lot that's jumping out to me. I mean, this would have been roughly the same amount of money, but that's a lot more jumping than we would have been doing. These are all pretty big ones. All right, deliver to Sunset Mesa, Chalas. I mean, these change when you take them, right? So if we had the same pickup spots, I mean, this doesn't pay super well. But I feel like I can't take both of these, right? Yeah, see, it takes away the other ones. You can't stack them. Although, it's not even letting me accept it at all right now. That's interesting. Well, I will say, you know what? That's my first time being ganked by a Tiburon. But my first instinct was Idris, but I'm like, no way, it's definitely a Tib. Don't we just love chat? Solo operated large ships with beam weaponry. Isn't that just awesome? And like, they're immune to light fighters, guys. They're immune to light fighters. That's so cool. Fuck light fighters. Not to mention that means that they're immune to like any other small ship too. I'm not even that salty about it, if I'm being honest. It was cool. That's what Hathor is. And I would have it no other way. Hathor is open in the PvP. That would be like me getting mad about being shot in a contested zone. Flashback to when I was mad about being shot in a contested zone. Did my mission come through yet? It did not. So that's interesting. So we can do both of these. I think. Maybe 32, 64, 56, and then we like what, like 190. So I should be able to do both of these missions, and that'll make us, you know, around enough. And those are subject of these, so they're just the local ones that fucked up. It would have been cool if the Hathor stuff had paid out, though. I could have gone straight from the first one to Grim and dropped off. I wanted to try and stack the missions for a good payout. Honestly, I might have kept doing it if they were working out too, because that was fun. Just man, master modes just doesn't give you any options, and armor makes it a little worse in some cases like that, right? We were doing these really cool missions areas where we were actually raiding Hathor for cargo for the headhunters to go drop off at Grim Hex, and we got out of the first one just fine. We were doing a full stealth on the raft, but then we got spotted by a Tiburon, and we were so stealthed out we didn't even have our own radar, right? So I was basically just flying low, complete stealth, hoping to not be seen. We got caught. The Tiburon killed us, of course. So we respawned in Pyro because I never changed my spawn back. So, but it was cool missions. It was cool missions. I really like Hathor. Hathor's my shit. I can't be mad when I get ganked at Hathor when I am a famous Hathor ganker. That being said, if I saw me, I wouldn't have shot at me because I don't shoot at cargo ships. But, you know, professionals have standards. The guy solo rocking his Tiburon, he can do exactly what he wants. You want a 325A? Okay. What's your other ship? The Gladius? Or no? I didn't catch his name. They've been making it pretty hard to all right, Jackson Swap. Let's go there first. What the fuck? Okay, love that for us. Love that for us. Thank you. Thank you, random ass big ass asteroid in the fucking cloud. Thank you for that. Really, really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. I love being Red Hole already. Love that for us. You know what? We oh, that's not even the first time we've hit something in that dust cloud. We need to change our spawn location. So that's what that is. They really do be. They're the ops. Who needs things like armor? Yeah, okay, so if you got a C1 for your generalist gameplay, then yeah, a 325 makes sense. I was gonna say, if you didn't have another like sort of generalist ship, the Shiv is still a decent contender. It's gone down a little bit in value with armor, as has anything a little bit on the lower gun side, but still a great ship. Yep, Perseus is the goal on this one too. But I keep doing things that will make it hard for me to just make money. I'm not good at just sitting still and just grinding. I always want to, like, I don't know, change it up. Like, the Hathor missions were not even that great, like, monetarily. It would have been $500,000 for going to 2 different Hathor sites, which is pretty risky. But and then I'm bringing a cargo ship in the Grim Hex, so you know, Spicy, you're moving. EDIRL. That's definitely a player, and I can't see anything because of this stupid thing. Oh my god. This fucking... Alright, hints. Clear that. Somebody has me locked with missiles. It's a Hornet.
Shields on.
Power, don't fuck with me right now. Where's my pip? Where's my pip? Shh. Cool, I don't have a pip because it's detecting empty weapon groups.
Weapons on.
Yeah. My gear is up, so it's not that. So is he guarding some ships down there? Is that what it is? There's another ship, another player ship, Beatavo, and a Hawk. Man, okay. I mean, there's not much I can do about them. If they're locking down Jackson Swap, well, they're fighting. No, they're not. There was weapon fire there.
Contact.
I don't even have the proper PvP build on my MX, so. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, there's a Raelian down there, look.
Attack on shields. Shields off. Contact. Engines.
Wow, he can EMP me. He can EMP me. He can the Hawk can EMP a raft. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, we don't really have a ship that can take on these guys. He's got the right loadout for his ship. Honestly. Let's just let them waste their time on that. We can't even get 84 Bs or Revenants at checkmate, can we? I mean, there's not much you can do when they're outrating you like that. Like I said, with low speeds, you're just stuck there. But low speeds makes it harder for the fighters, guys. Low speeds like nerf the fighters, guys. That's why we can't go back to faster speeds on ships, guys. It's okay. It's all right. Even on the old flight model, I'm not sure I would have won that in a raft. We got some hits on him. We didn't do any damage really. I think the shields took it all because we weren't kitted out for PvP. I don't think we have like 84 Bs or anything here. Yeah, that surprised me too. I guess it is size 2 parts, but like I really thought we were going to deal with size 1 parts. Yeah, I was trying to extend attritions, maybe? Actually. Not great, but would be better. Oh, it's not ballistic, but it would be. Fuck it. It's higher velocity. So we've actually lost half a mil, chat. We've lost money for no reason, just because I want to go back and try to fight these people. The MX versus them is still a rough fight. I'd want to get the oh dude, we might be capacitor fucked. Ooh. This is stupid. I think I'm gonna go half and half. Because these are separate speeds. This is stupid. So the Guardian is not a ship that I enjoy, chat, for PvP especially, but it's all we got, and it's better than the Aurora. The fact that we got some hits on the Hawk there tells me they aren't the best pilots in the world, and also the fact that they gained to fucking Raft that was zero threat to their alien, but. They might be gone by the time we get there, but if they aren't, we will give him the what's for. This is going to be a bad split pip, but there's nothing we can really do about it. I still wanted soft ballistics, and I don't think we had capacitor especially seeing how we're at 3 power right now on the guns. So this is gonna be rough. I don't think we'll win, if I'm being honest with you. We have a very subpar loadout. If we had full 84 Bs, different story, maybe. This is the only combat ship we got, though. Let's try and make him bleed a bit. We'll see if we can. Both the Hawk and the Hornet are better ships. But gotta try, right? Yeah, I'm not seeing him. Wait. Hold on. There's someone. There's the raft. Another raft, Aurelian. Okay. That's cool. The whole bee. Hobie and Calpurnian. Why do I have no pips? Okay, it's all right. It's fine. It's range. It's range. It's range. It's not the same bug. He's one of them. He's the Hornet. Okay, got him. He was the bigger threat with his ballistics. Let's pump out this radar a bit. Where did these guys go? Did they flee? No. That whole bee was one of the guys that was down there, but I don't see the Raelian. I'm really thinking that Raelian was their cargo ship. That was a crazy fucking move. I love my countermeasures not working here. Fucking Firebird, dude. Hey, let's just remove all skill from the game. Let's just do that. Fucking Firebird, dude. It's such a trash ship. It should never have been made. If you like it, you're wrong. I'm telling you right now, you're fucking wrong. God damn, dude. I'm in a bad combat ship. And yet, this motherfucker can just do that shit. You use fucking missiles that even with 12 flares, I can't flare off. Right? Can fire them at mid range where there's no chance for me to do anything to evade them. And he's not doing anything good. He is doing knowledge checks level stuff that you could tell any fucking new player in the game to do and he can do it. Right? No, it's not a missile boat. It's a fucking trash scum fucking cheese boat. All right? It was one of the worst ships ever made for this game's balance. God, it's stupid. God, it's stupid. God, missiles are fucking stupid. Oh, cool. It doesn't matter that I can take him in the fight because he doesn't have to engage in the fight. He can just decide to kill me. It's fucking trash, dude. Like, there's nothing I can do if I can't flare off his missile spam with 12 flares. There's nothing I can do. There's no counterplay in the game. Like, chat, there's no way I can fly. There's, like, aside from just already having a stealth build on the ship, right? That, I mean, and even I'm pretty sure those were cross-section missiles, not even EM missiles. So, like, it wouldn't matter what I have in the ship. If 12 fucking countermeasures don't actually flare that off, right? At that point, literally, what the fuck do you do? It's literally just fucking number checked.
Your vehicle has been delivered.
This ship's too slow, has 2 big SIGs. It's a missile victim. I can't counter missile him because they thought it a good idea to give a missile ship stealth, which is cool in real life. It's overpowered in real life and stuff. But yeah, I get that. But yeah, it's like cool. Literally, there's no counterplay I can do at that point. Like, I can't. We're in Atmo, so I can't even nav to him, right? I can't do any of that stuff to chase him. Like, this is one of the reasons why low speeds and heavy fighters are kind of just in a rough spot, right? Like, literally, I had no way. Like, there's nothing I can do in that situation. Well, yeah, because they're hated. Because you'll be instantly the target of everyone in the server, and because also people in AC want to get better at the game. People who fight a Firebird don't want to get better at the game. At least we saved the loadout. The fuck? I could have swore we had more pips last time. Like I swore we maxed that shit out. Well, no, because all the Bobs are just gonna say, no, man. Like, look, anytime I make it like anything negative on the game, it always gets a lot of the other things. And like I said, the Firebird is fucking loved because it requires you to do nothing to be incredibly fucking effective. Like literally, like I know for a fact so many orgs just give Firebirds to their untrained pilots and just say, here you go, sit at range, spam missiles at their fighters. Why is my fucking radar off? There's no way I can power it like that. Okay, hold on. I can't even check if there's an Astro in front of me now. Because it decided to power off my goddamn radar. Alright, here we go. We need at least that. Like, I'm gonna go back there, but there's genuinely like nothing I can do against that ship unless I can catch him. And so here's the thing, literally, we're stat checks, right? What the fuck? What the fuck? This game is testing me so hard right now. What was that jump into nothing into almost into an asteroid? Ah! He's faster than me, so he can keep distance. I can't flare off his missiles. He has enough missiles to full kill me. Basically, I can make him go rearm. Or if he runs out of boost and he's close to me, I could probably kill him in a single pass. But he doesn't have to get close to me. And this is why, like, man, dude. Why the fuck is this ship so big? Why is it with 12 flares I can't flare off a cross-section missile? Oh man, it's so infuriating. It's so infuriating. Well, yeah, well, so Star Citizen has zero flight-based evasion techniques. Zero flight-based evasion techniques. There's no way to notch. There's no way to run a missile out of energy. They have they have almost infinite burn fuel. They have almost infinite burn fuel. So they can just miss you entirely, turn around and come back around, right? And the server, and they kind of need to have it that way because the server is so desyncy that if they had poor fuel, they would never hit anything. But man, the Raelian's back, but the Raelian's not my biggest concern. God, if he's low, we're screwed. Of course, we have a terrible visibility in this cockpit. Super Hornet. What was that lag switch? What was that lag switch?
Contact received. Shield under attack.
Okay, he's dead.
Caution. Target friendly. Contact received. Caution. Target.
Mantis.
Caution. Flares low. Warning. Flares gone. Caution. Target friendly. Caution. Shaft
Mantis down.
warning. Shaft gone.
He came back.
Shield under attack.
We're at countermeasures, so this is gonna hit. We lost one of our wings. Now we can't fly straight.
Contact received.
Yep. And now we can't fly. So we got one Hornet that was lag switching. We got a not lag switching. Sorry, they were just lagging around the place. We got a Meteor, and I don't know if that Hornet was prepared and came back because it might have time, or if I just didn't fully secure the kill. I thought it was dead because the shields were totally off and it wasn't moving. So I thought it was full dead. Could have been a blackout. So that could have been the same Hornet. But we definitely killed the Meteor. The Meteor was definitely dead. It's just a fucking Firebird, dude. It literally is just so fucking stupid, dude. And you know that guy is riding high. You know he is. So I probably didn't need to be dropping that much flare each time. But he wasn't doing those huge volleys. That time he was doing singles. But yeah. But here's the thing, even with like defensive flying, like the ships in Star Citizen are fucking slow, dude. We're fucking slow, right? Like, and that's I just have a warped sense of fucking speed here, right? So the ships in Star Citizen move 225 meters per second. Miles per hour. All right, 500 miles an hour. How fast does a F-16 fly? 1,500 miles per hour. So 3 times slower than a F-16, right? That's how Star Citizen ships fly. The fact that, yeah, it's just so like what are you even going to do, right? Yeah, but guys, slow speeds are needed because, you know, fast speeds, they just hurt. You know, they were too good for fighters. No, they were good for everything. Large ships were more viable when they could move faster too. Yeah. No, master modes react to a lot of the coolness like if you haven't flown the old flight model, which you can't, like I say that as if there's anything else you could do, but the old flight model was a lot better. Now that being said, obviously I still enjoy master modes. This is me being forced to fly a ship that I don't like in PvP, into PvP against a group gank, which is already annoying. And even if we say, okay, hey, we can't be sure if you got the kill on that Hornet because it could have just been a blackout, right? Which is fair. We definitely killed one Hornet the first time, and we definitely killed the Meteor. So we've at least traded, even in a ship I don't like, several times, even with a very non-optimal loadout. This is a bad PvP loadout, okay? Versus full kitted Hornets, and I wanted to fight that goddamn Hawk, but he seemed to have fucked off to oblivion. And then this goddamn Firebird spammer. This goddamn Firebird spammer, man. Like, it's so annoying that there's like nothing I can do in the MX against a Firebird in Atmo. Like, there's literally nothing I can do. I can't nab to him because we're in Atmo, right? He outspeeds me, and his yeah, I don't know what changed in our pits. We used to be able to get that full, and like I said, you know, I can't even counter missile him because he's stealth. This bug's really annoying when we first call him out. Yeah, dude, the Firebird, I'm raging. We've gotten actually nothing but PvP this stream, and we've lost 500k. We haven't made any money, so yeah. We started off doing the Hathor cargo runs. That was really cool, and we got killed by Tiburon, and that's okay. Hathor is open PvP, and Pyro is open PvP. I'm not mad at PvP happening. I'm just like, man, on this account, because like honestly, like I could try to switch accounts and come back, but I'd have no way of getting the same server right now. And but like, it's like this is our only combat ship, which is not a ship that I enjoy in PvP because of these limitations, right? Because like this is why like I still, as much as I like master modes for light fighter dueling, it's still really hard for me to just enjoy it as the whole, because these limitations that they put on speeds, on maneuverability, really hamper the big ships more, right? So we're in the Guardian MX, which is one of the better heavy fighters for PvP. Even my cat just apparently decided that I was cursing and tried to mute me. But there's just nothing we can do against the Firebird in Atmo. Like literally 0% that we can do. And we have no other combat ship. Yeah. And like I said, like, I mean, I made this opinion clear. I'm not convinced the next light model will be better. I'm really not. In fact, I'm really worried it's going to be substantially worse. Hawk's back.
Caution, target friendly. Shield under attack.
The Hornet's up there too. No, it's the Arrow. The lag spiking. There's a lot of people here. We should be okay against that firepower with our shields. Here we go. Let's pull, let's pull, let's pull, and now we swap back in. Hawk stay with us better. Push through.
Shield under attack. Shield off. Contact received.
Get Firebirds here. Yeah, and the shit armor's popped. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. Maybe I can pull them, but they're staying pretty tight together. Firebird's off radar now. He fired without That's interesting. Well, so that's what they did with master modes, but they did it in a really shitty way. They did it in a way where they just lumped ships into massive categories and made them fly the same way regardless of category, right? What are they engaging? Is the Firebird not on their side? No, that's one of the... God, the arrow is so broken in this patch.
Under attack.
And we're done. That's the end of the... Yeah. That's gonna be an only 4 for me, guys. We tried to make money. We tried to do something of value. But man, let's change accounts. We can't get back in that same server. We can't go with that fight. And even if we could, my main account is not in Pyro. But I need to do something different. I'm raging at that. We didn't need to keep going. We could have gone somewhere else. We could have gone and done another mission or something. We know that the Guardian is not a ship I enjoy. That is common knowledge. As a Hostas player, twin stick, gimbals just don't work very well. And if we had like the full 84B loadout, that might have been better, or the Revenant Gatling, right? But we got what we could get. We couldn't do full attritions because of the capacitors. All right, let's just do some Arena Commander. And then we'll do this for a little bit. Then I'll decide if I want to go back and try to get any more. Or if I just want to call it for a night. Yeah, Bloodshot's not great. Yeah, that's not super dangerous against the that's not super dangerous against the MX. And in fact, I'm pretty sure if I could have isolated, I mean, the Hawk Pilot was actually decent. I gave him crap because I hit him a lot in the raft. I'm still stunned that he could shut down the raft. Let's see. We have a Pitbull that has a nice loadout. That's not what the one I thought it was. Okay. I mean, if that's a meta era, that's gonna be a hard fight, especially in Atmo for a Pitbull. The Pitbull at pulls weird in Atmo. Like right here. Oh my god, yep. Dude, yeah. I can't even fucking... I couldn't even do a fucking circle strafe in it, dude. It was literally yanking. So in heavy Atmo, the Pitbull's a no-go. We'll just go be a meta slave like everyone else. I'm too mad for anything. He's hurt. I just don't like the ballistic arrow right now. It's too good and it's very aim based instead of like flight based. What are your thoughts on the new Gatech Sim Hauler? Mixed right now. I did play with it yesterday on stream. We own one. Yeah, look at that. Look how quick that dropped. Alright, let's deal with that. Another reason I hate ballistic meta is because shields just don't matter. So, because we fought him once and then didn't reset our ship, fight him again, we just are lower, we just lose, right? Just not a super fun meta. Yeah, so like that's one point, right? The answer is repair, rearm, refuel, right? So like, see, look, he reset his ship, right? He just crashed.
But where's he at? I don't believe he actually left. He might not have respawned yet. Yeah. So yeah, repair, rearm, refuel is like the advantage of the carrier, right? Alternatively, how it used to be is snubs were genuinely the best fighters. And they still are stat-wise. The Pitbull is actually crazy stat-wise, but right here in heavy ammo, given his weird flight characteristics, it's not very good. You're right, but that's empty. Well, we'll probably put the final lobby in a second here, but like there was a good while with like Fury and Archimedes and stuff. We're just genuinely better at being a fighter than the lights were, and so if you brought them, they were actually a pretty big advantage. Now, armor has really hurt all of the small ships. And so why the T. Louis is interesting to me though, is it is a carrier ship that is a dedicated carrier ship that can bring in four snub fighters that can repair, rearm, refuel. And we know that these are highly efficient anti-fighter platforms, and it has pilot DPS. So that means you don't need to actually crew the T. Louis, right? You just need to have a pilot and you need to have your fighter wing, right? So it's still a lot of investments in players. It's still probably 5 players to optimally run the ship, right? And so honestly, in space with the right loadout, which I don't have right now, so actually let's go put that on and we'll come back. Like for example, the Pitbull in space just slaughters the Gladius. Now the Arrow, it doesn't, because the Arrow is just stupid right now. It genuinely is too good. But the issue is that you are stuck with size 1s and size 2s. So even with a full cannon loadout, right, on the snubs, they're now hard capped. But that's why the T. Louis is interesting, because you do get 4 size 4s. So if you have the T. Louis with 4 deadbolt 4s as an armor cracker, and then you have your fighter wing to deal with other things. Depends on the quality of the pilot. You're right. The M80 is also a very good ship, but also it does require. So interceptors don't really make good escort craft, because they have a very pulley playstyle. They can't really sit and slug it out, right? So if the goal is to keep the T. Louis or the Raelian or whatever you're with there alive, you know, there's that. And also, like I said, you can't repair, rearm off of it, but you can on, like, say, something like that. It's harder, right? But once again, if you are just trying to show up there and stuff, yeah. What is that? What are you? What are you? What are you? Oh, you're an Intrepid. You're a damaged Intrepid. Who are you? once again, it's in a weird place for right now, but when snubs are the best dogfighting ships in the game, it is interesting, right? Because it is very good at that one job. If you have people who want to fly their snubs, or you have a Tilui captain that keeps it fully ready, and people just need to go get on his ship, right? Yeah, the Merlin sucks though. The Merlin's terrible. The Merlin's genuinely bad because it has that fixed nose gun. Fucking Prowler, man. I don't care about you, Prowler. You know, a Star Lancer attack is a good comparison to it. What I would say is that the you know, you can still carry more naturally on the Tilui where it's meant to do it, where you can still get up, like, I think 3 on the Lancer, so it was pretty close, but at that point, it comes down to other things. Like I said, I'm not trying to be a Tilui like opponent. I'm just saying, especially like back when snubs were better, they could damage everything. They had a thing. They really need to rework the size 1 and size 2 guns, or just rebalance armor and stuff. Especially because the arrow is just so fucking good right now, right? There's no point to bring something aside from a Meteor, M80, and the arrow, for being honest. But yeah, but to get the full 3 Furies or whatever, you kind of have to give up cargo space on attack. The Tilui is a better carrier than the attack is, just hands down. Whether or not the carriers are viable is a whole different story. I like carriers. I think they're very cool. I do think rearm repair is a useful feature, but not necessarily to to be like a live on. Okay, 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 all right. That's fair. That's fair. Who's that? This torque imbalance is rough. Man, dude, that was the torque imbalance that time. Because in that first opening salvo, he wrecked one of our nav thrusters, so I couldn't quite keep it as tight. I like snubs. I just think they have the wrong idea about snubs. You know, they made them these super cheap things, right? As these weird, you know, low value craft, right? Wow, we have the torque balance again. Oh man. I love whenever I back strafe that it pulls my nose now. I love that nose pull. That's great. Yeah, that nose pull is not me. Right here, that turn, that's not me, Chad. That's the fucking. So, I think Snubs fighters should be genuinely the best fighter craft in the entire game. They should be as tough as light fighters while being as powerful, same size weaponry and stuff, right? And but the thing is, yeah, they don't have a quantum drive, right? And so somebody investing to bring a carrier, let's get rid of this thing. Holy fuck, it's wrecked with that torque imbalance. Somebody investing to bring a carrier with dedicated combat ships on it that require that mothership should be the most powerful fighter in the game, just straight up. And they were for a bit before armor and you know, other TTK nerfs and things like that, right? Having a fighter that has a quantum drive should be a compromise, right? It should be, okay, hey, you're a little bigger, you're a little slower for the same capabilities because you now have to fit this quantum drive and all this quantum fuel on board, right? It should be like a Viper from Battlestar Galactica or something, right? Where it's genuinely like the best air superiority short range fighter is there, but it needs the Galactica. The Galactica jumps away, you're done, right? Because then you can say, okay, yeah, a bunch of people could fly in their long-range quantum-equipped fighters, but if there's a dedicated support, carrier ship with a fleet of these snub fighters. I mean, even calling them snub is kind of at this point incorrect, right? This is like carrier-bound fighters. That should be a hard fight. Now, obviously, I think it should still come down to skill and stuff. And honestly, at this point, I would even say put the Gladius and the Arrow and stuff just into that category. Now, that would piss off a lot of people because, frankly, these ships need to be usable by the vast majority of people, not just people who have carrier ships and things, right? Yeah, the Arrow is overpowered. I'm a Gladius main, by the way, guys, but it's not even worth flying right now. At least not in AC all sweaty. The Wolf does not like ballistic meta. Damn, dude. Watch it go from one of the best ships in 4.7 to where it is in 4.8. I don't think we got this one. We're too damaged. See, and this is another reason why I hate ballistic meta is because shield gameplay just doesn't matter here. It's all attrition, right? Yep. So you're right, Catalyst, but of course we can't look at the game as a pure combat game, and we have to understand that these are ships that are daily drivers for people, right? So if that's the case, you need to be able to like pay an NPC or somebody to like have you dock with a jump ship so you can jump places and things, right? And at that point, it's the same deal as if it had quantum drive, just with now with a bunch of additional XP, maybe time wasting and things, because someone's only ship might be a Gladius, right? Because they've sold that. Yes, but some of those starter packages are fighters. Like they've sold the Gladius as a starter and they've sold the Arrow as a starter, right? You're allowed to upgrade your ship to these things. Bro, I don't even care. Sort of. Fuel and jump range, though, will never matter in the fight. Right?
Check fire. Check fire. Shields hit.
It's good. It's frustrating. He's doing the constantly backstrafe thing. I would rather we get into a knife fight, but I understand that not everyone likes knife fighting. He's ahead in the DPS race, even though he got second man there. Shows just how hard to hit these arrows are, right? He's very evasive. Very wiggly. Very, very wiggly. My guess is mouse and keyboard with pedals with how it's moving. And the instant starts stops. Oh. Yep, there it is. Good fight, long fight. Didn't need to be that long, but that's what happens when one person's back strafing. Okay, it's perfectly fine until it's not though. Right, Catalyst? We've like thrown this around for a while. And the issue is the Guardian, the Vanguard, those ships can't stay how they are. Right? Because it's not a trade-off. It's not a trade-off to be a combat ship that can't really fight. Now, you know, yes, you can fly the Guardian MX in the Guardian series okay enough to win fights. I don't like the way that they fly. They're very gimbal heavy, which is just hard for my flight style. That's one thing, right? The Vanguard is just almost entirely suicide, right? So if it's a combat ship, right? If it's a combat ship, it shouldn't be a death trap. Bro is obsessed. Bro is obsessed. I don't even care, really. I don't even really care. Hosas. The reason why you see that line and everyone gets confused is because we have it always on for the line right here. So it's not visible only with mouse input, it's always visible. Because that allows me to track my inputs when I watch back my fights. Dude is obsessed with me, man. Alright, let's go to a different lobby. No, the FA is really bad too, right? I hate Hosam. I'm just gonna say it. Like, I hate that it's as good as it is. And it's as good as it is because aim is more important than like skilled and precise flight. Like, right? You always want to rate at maximum speeds. You never want to like for example, the flight sim, you can overpull. You can turn too quickly and burn too much of your energy, right? There's no such thing like that in Star Citizen and everything like that. And the old flight model where you had higher speeds and stuff, and it was all more about winning the positional fight over somebody, right? Hosas was better in the old flight model. In the new flight model, where we're in master modes, where you can do that sort of mid-range, back strafey, just aim trade, especially in with the current meta. Like, this is why Ballistic Arrow is so annoying, because it favors so hard mouse players, and I just hate it. Yeah, but it is objectively the sweatiest way to play. I'm not calling you out or anything, just that's what it is, right? It's the same map. And I doubt there's anyone I can have fun with the M80 in. Because yeah, we've got a half dead, but we got a P loadout on here right now. God, they're obsessed. What's your favorite fighter or group of ships? I don't really have a favorite fighter right now. I really hate the current meta. It's not fun. In general, it's the Gladius. The Gladius is my ship. It's my baby, but I learned to fight on is why I still like to fly the most, but it's trashed right now. M80 is good, as we can see here, right? I can constantly ignore these guys that have decided to endlessly gank me here. Which I don't blame them. They're doing it because I was diving on fights without a duel. So that's their prerogative to do this, right? But the current meta is garbage. It's not fun to PvP in. One of the reasons why I haven't been playing a whole heck of a lot. Yeah. No, it's just not fun. That's what it is. All right, well, I'm gonna get off, guys. I'm just simply not having a good time. I will catch you guys all later. Catch you next time.